Okay, I finished turn 7 for August, so yeah, just about to go to September. Gosh, where are my tweezers? I keep doing this. Under the book, I hope. Nope. Oh, darn. Oh, there they are, thankfully. Anyways, yeah, quite a bit of stuff happened, and I'm very happy that I wrote, I think, everything down, because there's no way I would have remembered. For the Germans, I don't know how I'm going to go about this. I'm trying to record, or at least vocalize all my, and visualize, I guess, all the stuff that did happen. There was one combat with the Germans. Basically, yeah, I tried to reinforce this area with the northern bit. I think what I've decided to do, and I hope it's going to work, because we're doing, I think, relatively good success here with against the Russian Second Army. I get what did I call it? The Battle of Niedenberg. But these guys are in pretty good shape. If you go over to here, German 1. So everybody to the right there is -1 strength point, but so they're pretty strong, and they're in great defensible terrain. So the way I'm looking at it, like I said, it's just like rock and a hard place with the Germans, I find, anyways, because such a spread out area, one HQ, it sucks. I think they're going to get an HQ at some point, which would be wonderful. Oh my God. Just to be able to, you know, start supplying stuff. So anyways, what I'm going to try to do with the Germans, of course, I don't know if they're going to win the initiative. So let's say they get to do whatever they want. I'm going to start actually moving the 8th Army HQ more north, because I want to start helping these guys out, because they're just going to start taking a beating from the Russian First Army. And since these guys are in great defensible terrain, except for this guy, so I'll just move them back. That's what I think I'll do. And just give ground, I think. I don't know, like maybe I'm being, you know, I don't know, too whatever. But I think it's, where's this guy supposed to go? Did I miss a spot? Oh, the engineer there. So yeah, yeah, I'm going to try to help these guys out. Yeah, I'm just going to take until maybe that 9th, until I think it's called the 9th Army HQ. I'll have to look it up. But until that one shows up, or 11th Army something, anyways. Till that one shows up, even though I think it's supposed to show up way the heck over here. I don't care. I'm railing the bloody thing over to here. Yeah, until things look better, I just want to kind of keep it easy and ration my supply points. So yet again, oh darn it, counterattack is so expensive, but boy, do you ever do a wallop. So anyways, that's what I think I'm going to do with the Germans. Just, yeah, I'm still pessimistic with them. For the Russians, I think things are going great. Well, yet again, there's multiple armies, and so there's multiple stories. For the First Army, though, here, I'll move the blocks. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, what I'm going to try to do is, the main objectives here, we didn't do any combats up here. I don't think. Maybe we did. Yeah, we probably drove somebody out here. I'll have to take a look. But what I'm going to do, this is, I guess, the objective for the month for the First Army, is to rid all German opposition north of the Pregel River. So these two guys, see you later. And have a free access of this single rail line to Königsberg. And a bonus, if that could happen, would be to also have no German resistance north of the Ale River here, which connects up with the Pregel, I guess, over here. So that's the objective for the First Army. The Second Army, jeepers jumping, man. They just took such a beating on the left flank. It's just nuts. Like, they are paper thin. Look here, I don't know. Like I said, this camera is just brutal for focus, but you know, that's not, I mean, -2 on these guys, that's total strength points of 4 there, 2 divisions. Like, that's just brutal. And these guys are not that much better off. And this guy's in woods, but this guy's out in the open. So I'm not. So what I think I'm going to try to do is stream some. Anyways, I'm going to try to get this guy over to here and try to start isolating or surrounding this unit here, this German unit, and try to take the pressure off my left flank and wait for reinforcements. So that's what I'm going to do with the Second Army, I'm hoping. Anyways, like I said, it doesn't, you know, you have to figure out, you know, do you win initiative, because that's going to force other people to decide what's going on. Third Army, the Russian Third Army, I feel sorry for them. Well, I'm finding it fascinating. There's so many little stories going on. It's awesome. But they're having a tough time of it, let's be honest, because the Austrians. Yeah, let's go the other way, even though I kind of like looking at it from each their point of view. It's not, the shadow's going to drive me mental. So yeah, you know, it sucks that a couple of turns ago, the Russian Third Army had control of this entire area here along the Bug River, but the Austrians were able to take advantage of, you know, they were able to just get a little bit of a toehold around the bend of the Bug River, and anyways, they, you know, used that and now are well established over, like, I mean, it's game over kind of thing in that sense. So I don't know what I'm going to do as a Third Army. I'm like, want to get, you know, do like I maybe make like press over onto the on my right flank and try to get over onto this side. But anyways, all I know is I've got to get my Third Army HQ out of here. Like, ay. Like, all of a sudden, that's what's happened. He was safe, but after a combat here with the Austrians attacked here, and even though they took a fair amount of damage, were, you know, forced to retreat, and they took advantage of that. So good on them. I mean, what do you want? The Fourth Army are doing exactly what, I mean, they're probably considered the SOBs right now of every other Russian Army's viewpoint, because I'm just purposely trying not to engage them with anybody. Yet again, their objective is Krakow, which is down here, and everything's fine. They've got a nice supply line here, and yep. They're just going to keep on trucking down here and see what happens, but no interest in interacting with anybody, which sucks for the Fifth Army, because they would certainly love a bit of help, or, you know, some TLC from the Fourth Army, for crying out loud, because they're going up against 2 armies right now, and they're hard pressed. I mean, both flanks are in, you know, a lot of trouble here. And yep, we'll see what happens. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about the Austrians in a bit, because they've got a little, well, they supposedly have a little surprise in store. We'll see what happens. And then finally, the Eighth Army, which I'm loving this story. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is Brusilov's army, and yet again, like I was saying, I'm trying to like role play a little bit and get away from my version of a comfort zone, in the sense that you know, I'm doing things I normally wouldn't do, like I'm trying to be less timid or whatever. So I was able to I managed to strip off some of the forces here and cross the Dniester, which is a major river, so it takes a lot of movement, goodness. So I took off some of these guys. Managed to move 2 divisions over here, the 48th and the 49th, cut the rail line, and have now effectively isolated the Austrian troops that were in and around Czernowitz. They did have some cavalry here, but the cavalry decided to, during their turn, to move into Czernowitz rather than stay out and have a chance of being removed from play, because every little bit counts right now. Yeah, so really super duper happy to get some units. So these are precious. These two divisions here are going to be my key for the 8th Army. So what I'm going to try to do now is attack them in detail, in a sense. So we're going to focus our attack on Czernowitz, get rid of them, keep these guys occupied so they can't help out, try to, to relieve, or I don't know, whatever terminology you use, but to help out the units in Czernowitz. So we're going to try to keep an eye on that, make sure these guys can't do anything. Yeah, so exciting times, I think. This is going to be really interesting. I guess for me personally, these are the 2 biggie stories. Well, there's lots of little stories. I mean, there's lots of stories. But yeah, like this turnaround around the river, Bug River. Can the Austrians continue press their advantage? See what's going to happen here? I mean, I just don't know. Same here. Like, what's going to happen with these guys in Czernowitz? This is like just a big, a big story for me right now. So yeah, okay, I'll do the Austrians pretty quickly. So the 1st and the 4th Army are doing what I'm calling the September offensive. And they're going to do a joint, they're going to really coordinate their attacks and try to crush or drive out here. But anyways, they want to be at, they want to secure this rail line and take Lublin by the end of the month, by October. They want to be here. So this will be fascinating to see. But yet again, keeping an eye on, they have no idea what the heck these guys are doing. So I've kept the 2 German units or stacks. They're actually on trains right now. I've kept them entrained due to the fact that I don't know what the heck where I want to put them. I'm not sure what the Russian 4th Army are going to do. Like, so, you know, I'm like, do I need to bring them up here for the September offensive, or do I need to keep them down here because they're going to threaten my my flank and also my supply lines down here, like, you know, just all these passages down through the Carpathians. So yeah, I think yeah, and so like I said, these guys are going to try to coordinate their attacks here against the Russian 5th, see what happens. The Austrian 3rd, the way they did it, we're able to like wrap around is I stripped off, like I streamed off some divisions, some strengths. So these guys are paper thin. There's not a lot here. And if the Russians find out that what the Austrians have been up to, they can possibly be able to they may be able to you know, take advantage of this, because this is just a minor river, so you can hop over that relatively easily. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just what I'm using is the good defensible terrain as a counterattacking option in my favor. So even this one strength point unit, you know, will end up 3 if I supply them, and with, you know, behind a river, and so as long as you don't get anybody here. So that's kind of, you know, what I'm trying to do. I'm, you know, playing the pretend game or whatever, taking, you know, calculated risk, and it worked in the sense for that last turn I was able to, like I said, get the Russians to retreat from this space, and I was able to advance some units. Not all the units I wanted to, because as according to the rules, you've got to send the troops that take hits. They've got to go first. So, and that's what I did, and I wanted to keep some troops here and so on and so forth. But hey, man, I mean, not too bad. And for the poor Second Army, I'm just trying as hard as I can to get the HQ into Stanislav and you know, be able to supply any, you know, counterattacks properly. I think I'm okay here, but like out here, I'm going to be in trouble, and this is causing me a big headache. I don't know if I'm going to have enough troops to do it, but I would love to help out the poor guys here in Czernowitz. So if there's some way I can get some troops south of the Prut River to help them out, that would be wonderful. I don't know. We'll see. This is exciting stuff. So, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, talk about value for money. This, especially the Eastern Front series, like it's just, I mean, at the rate I'm going to, it's like I've got years worth of gameplay. Jeez. Sorry, dropped. Boy, maybe I'll have to edit that. Yeah, I want to read up on trenches, like the special month and all that stuff. My DMs, oh yeah, that was an interesting thing I found out. I mean, I just wanted to, where's my thing here? Just wanted to look at like some of the stats, if you wanted to call it that. They're just all the notes, trying to prepare for the... So, at the end of August turn 7, the total demoralization points for just that turn, it was Germany 10, Russia 32, Austria 14. And the total supply points used, Germany used 17, Russia used 34, and Austria used 16. And I looked at it for how many demoralization points were accumulated per supply point used. I know it's like not or whatever, but I just wanted to see like how effective that turn was for, I mean, whatever. Germany was the best. They had 0.59 accumulated per supply point used. And Russia was the worst, as you could assume, 0.94, and Austria were in the middle at 0.88. But, you know, at first it's like, oh boy, you know, Russia's doing terrible. But you have to remember, at least I'm trying to remember, is that they're going up against two opponents. So if you add them up, I mean, you know, it's roughly about the same. Like in total, I think the total demoralization points right now, Russia's got 67, and Germany's 30, and Austria-Hungary are 30. So, you know, I mean, that's pretty close. So that's why I'm looking at it. Yep, I don't know when I'm going to start, September turn 1, but I am super duper ultra excited, especially if I get to start doing things like entrenchment. I don't even know if that's practical, you know, like it's practical to do anymore, but I just want to try it out. Okay, that's it for now anyways. I think that was a long one, goodness gracious.